Welcome to AoK Championship Wrestling. I am your host, the Ace of Knaves. It is Wednesday night, and we are ready for some pixelated action. 9 matches. We'll run them through. RWP versus Logan Hawk to kick things off for us tonight. Falls count anywhere. The Empress Sparrow taking on Amaya. Lilith and Alexia, first time ever MMA rules for the women's division. The Hinkledimers taking on the Faces of Fear in a tables tag match. Dig this, James Coleman to take on Maston Harmon in an Iron Man match. The Wildcat taking on Piper Ramirez in an Extreme Rules match. Grizz Kuklinski and Alexander K. Extreme Rules. Paige Ramirez takes on Metal Melissa, also an Extreme Rules matchup in our main event. Chris Chaos, Vulgar the Clown, Falls count anywhere. Let's jump in this. Let's get it started. RWP and Logan Hawk. Falls count anywhere. What a way to kick it off. Welcome aboard. Jump into the chat. Feel free to shout out. Feel free to, the screen's so damn blurry. Why is that so rough looking? Big dog, what's up, brah? How goes it, dude? How you been? Welcome in. Why is that screen so shitty looking? Alright. I hope that gets fixed throughout the night. Yeah, we're actually, believe it or not, big dog, we built this from the bottom side of the top 40. So we took the bottom 20 superstars, the power rankings, gave them all matches, put them back in the spotlight. Nice little break for the superstars, with, of course, RWP and Logan Hawk being the exception, as well as Chaos, Vulgar, and James Coleman. The rest of these guys have all kind of fallen by the wayside. I don't want to say fallen by the wayside. I mean, I don't want to say the bottom of the barrel. I'm not saying that about the team. I'm just saying that it's a good way to build these guys back up before they get into their matches at Elimination Chamber. We talk about the Elimination Chamber match itself. We don't talk about any other matches, but that's mainly because we don't have any. And the World Heavyweight Champion of WCW,
making his way to the ring,
RWP.
weighing in at 256 pounds.
I hope I grabbed that right title for that. I ain't lying. I hope I grabbed the right belt for that.
Champion.
Of course, non-title matchup, seeing as how that is not an AoK title. But RWP coming to us from a member of the MWA. Meaning that cross titles for decoration is one thing. Defending those titles on a sister show is a no-go, you know? That's a no-go. RWP Logan Hawk.
And his opponent from Las Vegas,
The High
Nevada,
Justice.
weighing in at 355 pounds, Justice Logan Hawk.
We're going to kick this show off right for you guys here tonight. Lots of women's action tonight, kind of making up to that for the Empress. Her girl's not getting much. I mean, I'm going to blame this more on IKB, but her girl's not getting much action here over the last couple weeks. I'd say that's more Ken's fault than mine. But that's not for me to say. But anyway, Empress Sparrow taking on Amaya, Lilith taking on Alexia, the Wildcat and Piper Ramirez here tonight, as well as Paige Ramirez and Metal Melissa. That's a lot of the ladies in action, and unfortunately, to make that up, gotta be fair. And let's talk about this other one. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's talk about this extreme or Falls Count Anywhere matchup. RWP set to go. Logan Hawk with the stare down from across the ring. Ringing the bell. Here we go. Welcome aboard for the opening bell. The first match kicking off, and Logan Hawk tossing the WCW World Champion around like a rag doll. Oh, he's got the night off. So just joining us here, just joining us, Alfie. We took the bottom 20 of the roster. Took the bottom 20 of the roster and gave them all matches. We gotta get this circulation back through before the we're middle of the month of in-game play with the Extreme Rules match just a week away. So, I'm sorry, with the Elimination Chamber PLE just a week away. So, gotta get everybody's one last push through. Said my upper superstars get a week off, or at least a night off. They ain't getting a whole week off. Fuck them guys. Yeah, ain't superstars. You're gonna be a champion. You're gonna wrestle, but I'm not a bastard. I'm not a bastard like that. I'm trying not. Listen, we had the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, and we beat the hell out of these guys. I figure some of those upper names need to take a break, give themselves a little rest, so that we're not, so that they can hurt themselves come Elimination Chamber. As a matter of fact, Alfie, we do have a match set for Jack Reason Sunday night. That match has already been booked. It is all ready to go. And listen to this. Stick around for this. Jack Reason will face KX for a chance to enter the Elimination Chamber. Sunday night. Will one of those two men get an opportunity? To join IKB, Zach the Ripper, James Coleman, Alexander K, two other guys, or one other guy. I'm not sure who it is right offhand. I forget. I don't have my papers in front of me. I'm sorry. I don't have it right in front of me this afternoon, this evening, whatever fucking time it is. Listen, man, I ain't even supposed to be here, right? Look at this. Logan Hawk trying to get a pinfall right here out in front of us. Son of a bitch. Jack Reason, KX, Sunday night. Winner joins the Elimination Chamber matchup. Will it be a one-on-one match? Will it be a gimmick match? We'll see. Who knows? These guys might end up with a brand new AoK rules type of match. Or maybe we just make it a one-on-one match and the best man wins. No sense of getting the skull split open a week before the show before the Elimination Chamber. Over the back, RWP with the chop block. Taking him to the mat, diving out of the ring as Logan has to follow. RWP suckered him right into it. Belly to belly ain't gonna happen. Snake eyes on the ring apron, and Potter's been busted wide open. A kick out, but just barely. Jack only had 7 matches. That's right. That's how it works around here. Sometimes. Sometimes that's how it goes. Swing and a miss by Logan Hawk. And a DDT. And Logan Hawk, I believe, has also been busted open. Coming at you in living color. Pinfall attempt. And Logan with the kick out. Is he going to do it right here on the concrete? Psycho cutter. Is that enough to keep Logan? No. Logan staggering back up, and Potter with a pop-up cutter. And Joe Brony still only 2. Logan Hawk keeping this thing alive. And I don't know what else. I don't know what else Ryan needs to do. I don't. He needs to get out of that chokehold. That'd be a good start. I mean, punched in the dick never hurt nobody, but the guy getting punched in the dick. But again, Logan Hawk back in control with a steel chair. I mean, I guess that's the easiest way to get back in control, too. That chair's deaded to hell and back, and it looks like... No, again. RWP able to sneak out of that, looked like we were going for a stalling suplex. But the Singapore Cane could change the outcome of the match here. Logan Hawk in a world of trouble. He just smashed that thing across the back of his hand. Like a nun with a ruler, man. He just blasted him across the back of the knuckles. And another pop-up cutter. And again, a pinfall attempt, and that's it. The WCW World Champ.
Here is your winner.
Busted open but victorious. RWP kicking it off for us tonight. Hell yeah. Logan's been having he's, again, believe it or not, a couple of these guys that are on the bottom half are surprising to be on the bottom half. We got a bunch of new guys that are running the top 20 at the moment. All kinds of new guys running. El Monstro del Lago, Zoe Yuri, Vulgar the Clown, and Chris Chaos are the only 2 that are really from the top 20, but that's because, you know, again, the hardcore title, anybody that doesn't have a match scheduled has an opportunity at it. Chaos got that opportunity tonight. Vulgar again being in the top 20. Of course, Torrance Benjamin, Johnny Cruz, and the Big Dog both being in the top 20, even though Cruz is being absolutely manhandled around here. Grizz, of course, also low. Like, these guys are like 21, 22, 23. So they will, a couple of these guys will have matches. Grizz will take on Alexander K. And as I said, Chris Chaos and Vulgar the Clown to be our main event for the hardcore title. The Empress Sparrow to take on the Anomaly Amaya. One-on-one action coming up in just a few. Yes, sir. Grizz Keklinski versus Alexander K. I can't even say his name. Women's World Champion. The Empress. And of course, the Empress, the women's general of the women's locker room. This Empress Sparrow. The Lady D has given us the women's division. That's what I was saying, man. Some of these top 20s are like, these are, you know, these are the 20s to 40s. Bud does not have a match tonight. He was just unlucky enough to even be, he would have had a match had I not decided on the hardcore title to be thrown in here tonight. I don't remember who he was going to be fighting. I still have those notes nearby. Let's take a peek. Have you ever had Bud scheduled? Did I even write his name down? Or is Bud technically still in the top 10? Bud might be in the top 20. I don't know how. Yeah, had I stuck with the original layout here, Bud still wouldn't have had a match. Give me my 122nd opportunity at whooping your ass. And I think Bud's, I'm not sure. Yeah, we haven't seen Bud. Not since the hardcore title match last week. Empress Sparrow, the Women's World Champion Amaya, set to go. And a super kick drops the champ right out the gate. Amaya staying on top of this with these kicks to the ankles. Oh, jump. Does Cruz is another one that made the top 20 and gets the night off, man. I appreciate you being here, even though your boys got the night off. So I'll update those of you jumping in just one more time here that tonight's matchups are the lower 40. The lower 40. So they are looking at from the power rankings 21 to 40 have got our matches tonight. Given those upper 20. Given those upper and get ready for Elimination Chamber. And some of these matches, again, still a hell of a card tonight, as Big Dog did point out. Alfie for Big Dog. Big Dog Stream. Are you? Alright, so we actually don't know where Big Dog came from. Big Dog Streams is not connected to the Big Dog the Wrestler, though they are spelled the same. That I'm aware of. I don't believe so. Because Big Dog Streams gave us Torrance Benjamin. Big Dog and Alfie came. Big Dog came from the Wyatt family. Yeah, he was actually the first crossover wrestler that wasn't connected to the first crossover viewer from from Bud Marvelous. He was part of the MWA Marvelous Wrestling Alliance Twitch channel. Unfortunately, Bud Marvelous has to take a break, and we have not had the opportunity to stream. But when he does, he's got a hell of a roster to choose from at this point. And Amaya kicking out of that. Empress was pretty confident that was going to be enough. The man who has uploaded this. That's right, Torrance Benjamin, man of 1,000 faces. $17,000 uploads. We believe in Torrance Benjamin. Alfie, you are not wrong about any of those statements. Especially that second half. Especially that second half. And look at this, Empress on top, looking to go to the outside. Doc Martens leave the top for turnbuckle, and down goes Amaya with that clothesline. Fireman's carry to the barricade. Driven back first into the barricade. Empress Sparrow wasting no time to put down the punishment on the Anomaly. Get a little funky with that screen, man. Empress in the corner, beast mode activated, spear. And that is all it took for the women's champ to put away another opponent.
Here is your winner, Empress.
Alfie, I think, now that you brought it up, I think that may be AoK's troubling issue here. Tonight we got Johnny Cruz, the NYC Yankee, in a fight to the death match. Yes, that is right. The only way to win is to make sure that your opponent is deceased, unalive, unbreathing, and unbreathing. MMA rules, first time for the women's division. Also, we almost went all out. I was going to do like just straight up random match types for tonight. Just set the opponents and dig down through, but I feel like a couple, like 2 out of 3 falls hell in the cell matches might have been a bit much. I mean, not for a regular Wednesday night show. Lilith and Alexia. MMA rules matchup inside a cage. Only way to win is knockout or submission.
Making her way to the ring from New York, the Superstar. Now we're talking.
I think that's the issue. Let me grab old Vlad the Impaler, or the Inhaler here. Lilith, ready to go in this matchup. Alexia, haven't seen much of her. Again, haven't seen much of her. Again, another reason that she has fallen to the bottom half of the roster. Time to get these guys back up. Everybody's sweetheart, but I don't hear a single fan on this girl's side yet. Customize the weapons. See, you know, I was talking to ZA21 today, and we were talking about the the old school custom finisher, and how they were basically just 20 minutes of taunts before the actual like dropping finisher. Imagine how long the entrances would be with an actual customized entrance. Like, I mean, I know. I'm surprised that there's no way to add it to, like they don't just do it. Do you have your arena chairs marked with the CSW logo? Down comes the cage. Okay, because I was curious if maybe you did it that way, it would automatically put the chairs under the ring with the same logo, which would make sense, but I guess that's not the case. Guess it's not the case. Only way to win this match is a knockout or a submission. All the way across the ring, Lilith taking flight, nobody home. These two just launching off that second rope. Just hoping to hit something. And the fact that they drop anything that they're carrying in their entrance once they get attacked, like, if I carry it down to the ring, we should still be okay. It should be there to be used as a weapon, like the cowbell or the, the big boss man's nightstick. Hell, any of that stuff. As I said, just imagine how crazy they would be, considering how crazy that the custom finishers really were. A strap match would be sweet. You get some. That would have me doing some videos, man. A strap match would have us doing some old school, some old NWA Georgia Championship. Florida Championship, all the old school, you know what I mean, down to JYD, Piper, and Heat Savio Vega, Stone Cold Right, Greg Valentine, Piper, the hell yeah. Yeah, see now, Alfie, you're catching on now, man. That's what I'm talking about. Straight pixelated homicide. Yeah, see, you get it. And listen, I don't think I've ever played this game as Brutus Beefcake. If you put somebody to sleep, does he cut their hair? Like, is his victory scene like cutting their hair? I mean, Jake goes over and grabs up Damien. $2K25, that saves me. That saves me 2 custom slots right out the gate. Those are the first two. That's the first 2 wrestlers I go into community. I create Prestige, and then I go pick up the Road Warriors. That's every 2K game that they have not been involved in. That is every game that I've ever had an opportunity for. Prestige, Road Warriors. Then we go build the AoK arena. Then we worry about AoK. Marty, Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, the Rockers. Sexy hair boys. Yeah, the Rockers. The Midnight. Yeah, the Rockers. Did they go by the Midnight Rockers at one point as well? Now, I will say, man, growing up being a huge tag team fan, the Rockers were a really good tag team. They were, and for the time. Look at this. Alexia with the block. Yeah, Al Snow wrestled as Leaf Cassidy. Is that what he wrestled under? What did he, down he goes. Yeah, Leaf something. Garrett, Cassidy. Damn, what a clothesline. Holy Jesus. Lilith running through an opponent. 2 more clothesline. Goes for the kick. Gets blocked. Single leg sweep. And the irresistible force. Trying to take the knees out from Alexia. Oh yeah, when the Usos were a young tag team, they were great. But they... I agree about the super kick. I mean, that used to be a finisher. But then again, so was the DDT, so I guess I can't bitch too much. Though I seen a quote. I seen a quote from an older wrestler about a younger wrestler. And I'll give you the quote and then we'll talk about it. Maybe who it was. So the quote was something along the line of, he's too flashy. That's not wrestling. And that'll never get around anywhere. The kid will never make money. The question to you guys is, who said it and or who was he talking about? He's too flashy, that's not wrestling, he'll never make it. And if I had the Jeopardy theme song, I'd play it right now for everybody. So that was actually Lou Thez talking about Harley Race. So it did kind of put into perspective for me that you know, I'm an old I was an 80s kid. I was an 80s kid. You know, I grew up with the Hulkster, the Macho Man with Miss Elizabeth, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Ted DiBiase is one of my all-time favorites because of the $1 Million Man gimmick, even though I remember him being previous to that. You know, I grew up with the, you know, what do they call it, the golden era. So like this, the wrestling that, the product that's out now to me is gymnastics. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's a bunch of... Oh, I believe Lilith has just been knocked the fuck out. Damn sure did it. Hurricanrana DDT was enough to put an end to this matchup. Yeah, I remember Maven. I do. I was a Tough Enough winner, if I'm not mistaken. Was that what he was on, Tough Enough? Yeah. The Hinkle Dimers taking on the Faces of Fear table tag match. Yeah, I see he's got a YouTube channel. I caught a couple of his, got a couple episodes of his, off his channel, a couple videos off his channel. He does the, oh damn it, like viewer call in or viewer email kind of questions. Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't get a lot of flack, because he pretty much talks about just about anything as far as like what would be considered like secrets of the ring. You know what I mean? Like the one video he's like, hey man, like here's how you blade yourself. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll show you all the way. You know, I even hide it right here. Matter of fact, there's a time I did this with it. You know what I mean? Like, he kind of goes right out there with like, but also, man, that's why it's so great. Like, he doesn't really, You know, he doesn't really try to hide anything, or like you said, he's so humble about the whole thing. Just happy to have had the experience to go and do it and be able to talk about it later. He had a pretty short run, all in all, I would say. Maybe 5-10 years, if even that long. I think 10's being super generous.
And at a combined weight.
Yo, Evan Wolf, welcome in, man.
Pounds, the faces of fear.
Yeah, there was an ebb and flow of me watching wrestling. Like, I watched a lot of it through, oh man, probably up to about 1991, 92. And then I kind of bailed out to about 96. Stayed with it through, I'd say only about as far as the red and black NWO. Once that kicked in, I kind of fell off again. And then I really didn't pick it up till, you know, I didn't get back into heavy watching wrestling until about 2008. Then we slacked off a long time again. Like, picked it back up about 2010, 2012. Oddly enough, it's usually a 2K game that gets me back into watching wrestling. During one of those downtimes of watching wrestling, I grabbed one of the 2K games and was like, oh, who's this dude? Like, I don't even know who these guys are. And then all of a sudden, talking about Cornette? No, we're talking about Maven. I'm way back there. Yeah, we're talking about Maven, corner. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Like, all right, once, you know, and this one, like 2K22 kind of did it. But again, like I said, though, I see it as like, what I'm watching now is like the jumping around, you know, it just seems there's no, I miss the days of a 5-minute hold, you know, a 5-minute rest hold. You know, these guys are superior athletes to what I was watching. With the exception, don't get me wrong, like, not that the Macho Man and those guys weren't superior athletes, but like, they didn't have, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have the sports technology to do what these guys are doing. To me, like, somebody doing a moonsault was like, holy shit, that dude's, you know what I mean? Like, back in the, you know, back when, you know, that wasn't a thing. Like, the luchador style wasn't like popular in the States for the most part during like Hulk Hogan's reign. I've been watching I've been watching WCW Rebooted in 95 and shit on Chronicle. Yeah, I've done that. I don't want to say recently, but yeah, I've done that. Picked a show and just ran through them. Like, matter of fact, man, if you, for me to relive my childhood, man, I kicked on Primetime Wrestling and watched the entire series all the way up until it became Raw. Like, Primetime Wrestling, that was, you know, my mom and dad sat down and watched that with me. That's probably my best, you know, one of my favorite things about being, you know, growing up was like, my parents would stop what they were doing Monday night and sit down and watch. My pops was a big wrestling fan to begin with. Look at this, Omer, looking to powerbomb Rex through the table, but he breaks it. He breaks free and robs us of one of the better AI options. You know, and that's the time frame we're talking, Bubby. I'm old enough to be your grandma. That's probably not right. We may see it here. Rex turns it around. Oh, you bastard. Why would you do that? The AoK table match over. We get... Who's in charge of... Where's the cat? Somebody bring me that... Somebody bring me that cameraman right now. Bring me that cameraman right now. That was you? That was you? So for the 5 at home watching and the 1 in attendance, for them only. For them only. I'm gonna use this voice one time. Yeah, fire. Yeah. Anyway, let's move right along here, jackass. James Coleman to take on Maston Harmon. In an Iron Man match. No, Ace is not working around here. That's exactly the damn problem tonight, Corner. No, James is top 40. This is 20 and below. Yeah, this is power rankings 21 and down. Yeah. It's been some of these guys took a rough tumble. Some of these guys I think what happens is that those buffs and debuffs that you get from victories and losses in this game are fucking brutal. Not to mention that when they get into like rivalries, a lot of times the last rivalry match during the pay-per-view shows are winner jumps in the power rankings, loser falls to the bottom of the power rankings or drops 5 in the power rankings. Well, if you're already like just barely hitting the top 20 and you drop just 5 points, like two players, man. I told you, dude. Do not ask me why I know that or how I mean, it was one of those things where it was like a monkey fucking a football, man. I started thinking about it, and it was, if I throw the football and reverse it, he'll catch it, right? If you throw a weapon, they catch it. And you can throw it back. So how many times can I do that and make it look like a catch? Like they're playing catch. So yeah, I won't deny that when I first did it. Oh yeah. I've been playing, here's the thing, I've been playing the hell of it off screen. On a separate, I have one set up for that we're running through with the live stream. And then I have one for me to try to figure the damn game out. I have that game figured out to a point where we're going to start doing some crazy shit with it. I finally figured out some of the game mechanics that's going to make a big difference in how that game gets played. We got it now. He's the witch doctor, man. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah. Dude, it says so right there. That's why. That's what you say when you see him, man. He's the witch doctor. Maston Harmon got his ass handed to him by Kenny Dale. Iron Man matchup. Alpha, you're up. I need you to keep track of this for me. 15-minute time limit. I don't think we're going to see one. Coleman sneaks over the back and then turns his, looked like he was going to go for a corner maneuver, but finds himself avalanched with that clothesline. And going for a quick pinfall on James Coleman, and Coleman almost taking that like a finger poke of doom. Coleman finally trying to get some offense up, but just staggers the big guy. Runs him down. Good golly goddamn. Boot to the back. Coleman rolls out of the way, just missing that big leg drop. And a low drop kick straight to the side of that hockey mask. This man, Santino Marella. I gotta bring it up. Santino Marella versus Rey Mysterio. Coleman getting a 1 count out of it. There was a promo where the two of them are in the ring. And Santino Marella tells this man, "You wear the face mask, huh? There's only two people, there's only two reasons to wear the face mask. Either you are extremely ugly, or you are the Batman." Greatest Santino promo ever, with the exception of Santino Marella. And Harmon absolutely manhandling James Coleman at ringside. Launched him across that ringside. I'm not ready. When he got knocked out of the Royal Rumble, I wasn't ready. And to think, man, he wasn't even supposed to be comic relief. That man was a deal, was a real deal. That man could whoop just about anybody's ass. And we might be looking at our double count out here for the first two victories. Coleman back inside. Is he going to allow it to be a count out? Is he going to allow the first fall to go to him with a count out? I would. Harmon. Counted out. 1 for Coleman. He might get it a second time. He don't hurry the hell up. Walks right into a Coleman cutter. Look at this, Coleman. Wow. Knee to the face and another cover. And a 2 count. I'm trying to get back to you there, corner. I was trying to read what you wrote. Hey, Coleman was a real one. He would. That's the thing about James Coleman. There's a reason he's called the unpredictable one. Coleman is the guy that you just can't trust. There's another. There would have been a time. I can tell you this. Coleman may not have done that if it would have ended the match. But if it was an easy advantage in an Iron Man count, then why not? I'm going to try to remember that for you as got all kinds of shit I missed here. Let me get caught up here with my notes. There we go. Back outside, Coleman. And a big boot to the face. Coleman moving right in here. Drives the point of the elbow right into that. Again, I don't know how much protection that mask is really given to Maston. Look at this. Coleman rides around the clothesline to pull off that neck breaker, and we might see another count out. Back in before the count of 9. They're at the count of 9. And Coleman thought he was going to get another mark on the chalkboard here. Listen, man, my only regret about not putting, not seeing Johnny Cruz tonight is that that European Championship he took off of Coleman over on a WCW. One more time, up to the shoulder. It's the sinking waters, as it is known. And a pinfall attempt. That might be enough to keep him down. And another, I think that's another one for Maston. We tied up here, 2-2. That was... And Coleman picks up another one. We just give Ace a thumbs down for... Yes, but again, I'm saving him, man. Coleman with that power slam. Another victory. Harmon needs to pull it together. Nice block. Coleman slammed head first to the mat. And the Witch Doctor diving off the top rope like a flying purple people eater. Down he goes. No pinfall attempt. I thought he was going to go for it. Brings him up. Drapes the arm. And Coleman turns it into a damn arm drag. Staggers up and another Coleman cutter. And there it is. Seven minutes left in this matchup. Harmon's only got one on him. Wowzers. But again, this is what tonight's really about, man, to be honest with you. Tonight was about getting these guys that had dropped below that 20 in the power rankings and trying to give them another, you know, trying to make sure the roster gets rotated around, trying to make sure that, and this also gives us an opportunity to see some matchups that we would maybe have to wait for. You know, we might have had to wait for a matchup like this with the way that Maston had dropped down through the power rankings. It may have been a while before he'd face off against the, you know, the experience of James Coleman. You work your way up through the ranks of AoK. If you can do it quickly, that's great, man. You get your runs in. And Jack Reason, KX. Get those runs in. Johnny Cruz going the other way. You know what I mean? Stumbling around. But Johnny Cruz and Grizz have been in talks. And I noticed that Kuklinski, who will be here later on tonight, did not come to ringside with the Hinkledimers. Though it was a tables match, he may have just been a... he may have just gotten in the way, but... we will see what happens between those two. Is he going to do it a third time? Sinking waters. 4-2. Grizz. Did Grizz? Did I find it? No. He did not. He did not. I found the European title. And of course the heavyweight title, which was right there, but I wasn't 100% sure which one he had. I didn't quite catch it. I was able to catch that, is it just the world title? Is it just the ECW world title? Okay, see, I thought it was like an ECW hardcore title. And then, you know, that it was in the game, and I was like, oh yeah. So yeah, I looked at that earlier, actually just earlier this evening before I went live, and was like, I thought that was I thought that was like a hardcore title. Yeah, if I'd have known that, he would have totally had it with him. Totally would have had it. Because I assure you, man, I went after that European title as soon as I seen it. And another power slam. Coleman not going for the cover on this one. Alfie. We told Sam this thing, but Sam sung it. Did I tell you not to shenan last time you were in here, but now you're here to shenan again? Is that what you're doing, Alfie? (5-2). Coleman still up in this match. 3.5 minutes remain. We got an announcement by CSW Brass. Loud East Wrestling, Wild East this Saturday over on Corner Studies Wrestling. Bell time 9 p.m. is my guess. He thought he was going to and we do have some we do have a little bit of exciting news to go at you here. We're not going to give too much away, but there's going to be some exciting changes coming to AoK. We'll be making some overhauls and some adjustments here in the next few weeks. So not that I don't expect it from you, or I don't expect you all to be right in on that, but make sure you stay tuned for the things that are going to be coming up. As I said, in just the next couple of weeks, we're working out the final details. By golly, we got some things happening. We'll be at the front of every PPV cover. Not yet. Not yet. I mean, it's set. It's ordered. So yeah, now I just gotta wait. And then I gotta figure it all out when so I'm hoping that's a simple task for myself. But welcome in. I don't know how long you've been here. Probably all along, you lurking weirdo. Top rope. Guillotine. Alfie calls it 6-2. In corner, we're going to go way back now that Alfie's yippying about things here. Yes, Alfie is by far Alfie may be one of the biggest Coleman fans. But I believe that's just, I think that's just the familiarity. These two have been here for the longest time. And you heard the Nightbot. You heard her. You subscribe to the Ace of Knaves Entertainment YouTube channel. You can find all of the AoK action over there. And Coleman looking to finish it out the last 48 seconds. No tap out. We will give him that. Maston taking some shots here. I'm beginning to think maybe James Coleman set this all up, that he went ahead and took this fall knowing we'd be doing something like this. And corner to corner, post to post, second rope. Coleman lands the splash. And we got 5 seconds left. That's enough time for Coleman for another pin. Reverses it. Maston too little too late as Coleman 8-2 rolls out of the ring. Just to say, no more, big guy. Your luck ran out. No more chances. The Witch Doctor struggling here in AoK, and Coleman again, almost more of a warm-up match for the Elimination Chamber than it was anything else for the guy. Some more ladies action. The Wildcat taking on Piper Ramirez. Also, I also noticed that when I was setting these matches using the power rankings, that a lot of these, as it would be, the attributes were almost identical for every one of these matchups. You just letting him loose. Yeah, I mean, let him loose, man. Just let him go. I mean, have at it. You heard the man, Alfie. Go get him. Put the... There's a... I mean, I will say... old Vlad the Inhaler here has been a blessing here tonight for your host. Not gonna lie, man. I got up this morning. Man. I know I'm starting to sound like a John Fogerty song right there. Cause then I got up this morning, man. Let me tell you, and things weren't looking good. There's things in my head. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I got up this morning, man. The first things in my head was, how many sick days do I have? Get up and go to work, man. Go make some money. So I got up and I made some money. And as soon as I stood up, came out and got my coffee, got that first sip of that sweet, nitrous nectar, I was completely over the day. Like, immediately. Like, this whole day, I am over this day already. And then I get to work. And everybody's having the same type of day. Everybody I talked to today was like, I almost called off this morning, man. Like, yeah, like. And then nothing, of course, while I'm at work. And when I say, like, everybody I talk to, I'm talking, like, not only my employees, my coworkers, but, like, even the equipment was like, yeah, we're not doing that today, man. Right, OTM? Like, he was like, do I have any sick days left? OTM got up, man, it's my day off. Do I have any sick days left? Can I do that? And that's it, man. I actually, I close up on Wednesdays. Hence why Wednesdays are a 9 o'clock show. I come home, grab something to eat, and have about an hour to mess around with any fine-tuning I may have wanted to do. But, yeah. So even starting the broadcast tonight, I was still a little like, just a day for it, man. Like, just a day for it. A little more blast off of Vlad the Inhaler. You running the net. Rub Run Berries. If you're interested in the strain. Rub Rum Berries. And here we go, Wildcat. Leveling Ramirez, former world champion. Wildcat, I believe she has fallen short in her quest this year for the world title. I don't believe she has captured that title. But if she can beat Piper Ramirez, not that she hasn't had opportunities, mind you. Just the Wildcat not able to secure the belt. So far through season 4. Looking for a submission. Piper looking to take it home quick. Woo! Alright, so maybe that other one shouldn't have been a 3 to 5. Stuck to the 3 to 5 roll, not the 5 to 10 roll. We're alright. I don't know if I'm buzzing or just fucking lack of oxygen. Ramirez Leaving a makeup stain on the bottom side of that trash can. We take it back inside. Wildcat in control of this matchup. And really putting it to the former champ. Out go the lights, looking to put her to sleep. And Ramirez almost just powering out of it. Shot to the belly button. And OTM, I'd like to talk to you about something later on, like maybe after. As a matter of fact, I'm going to shoot you a message here in just a bit. We may be able to, like, we might be able to get season 5 out of this, out of one game for the first. We might be able to get 2 seasons out of one game for full seasons for the first time. I got a question for you about season 5 that I'd like to talk to you about a contract, sir. Piper with a modified torture rack. Nah, heavier than you thought, wasn't she? This could do it. We might see a tap out this time. Nah, Wildcat too strong for it. And launches her, tried to. She was aiming for that ladder. She missed mostly. Piper's leg coming down. You can see they're slamming down hard across that metal ladder. And again for the sledge. Reverses. Nobody there. Too soon. What the hell was Wildcat shooting at? The drop kick falling short. These bitches be botching. Just pretty sure. What's my perfect idea of a Saturday night? Oh man. To be dead honest with you, dude, listen, man, this is because I'm old. This is because I'm old. In all honesty, a perfect Saturday night for me is probably about this time of year. We're going to start there, right? We're going to start with a little chillier. You know what I mean? Just a little more dampness to the air. An Irish coffee and just chilling with my wife, in all honesty. Like, just chilling on the couch. That's, you know, that's a perfect Saturday night for me, man. I mean, what would make it perfect is if, like, that Irish coffee never, like, if I didn't have to get up to go make another one. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty much my life, bro. That's when I'm not here with you guys. That's pretty much. I mean, not so much the Irish coffee all the time, but like, I'm not much. I don't drink a lot. You know what I mean? I'm not much of a drinker per se. But right around now, right around this time of year, starts drinking season. Now, the colder months, I start getting into the, you know, Start getting into the Irish whiskeys. Start wanting to stay a little warmer on the inside. A little whiskey in my oatmeal. Which BTW? Alfie, you may be the only one that's ever heard of that for real. Just setting up ladders. You just set up ladders and just... Oh man. Throwing the table at the Wildcat. Ramirez has had just about enough of this chick. Too bad, Wildcat. Oh, Joe Brony steps in the way, and I believe that may have been more detriment. I thought she was going face first onto that ladder. She ain't got no time for your bullshit, Alfie. That's her polite way of saying that. I just want you to know. Just get the hell off me, weirdo. Swing and a miss. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody miss with the trash can. Holy shit. Launching that Singapore cane across the ringside area. These two are absolutely brutal to each other here tonight. Hit 27 times. Ramirez looking to be in trouble as a Wildcat. OTM, correct me if I'm wrong. OTM, Wildcat is she's a rookie year for her. If I'm not mistaken, she started out the season with her and Zoe Yuri had some pretty tap out camel clutch.
Here is your winner, Piper Ramirez.
And Piper Ramirez picking up the Vic. Wildcat taking a tumble on that one. Coming up next, Grizz Kuklinski versus Alexander K. Rhea Ripley, so what are you saying? She's not your mommy? You're not a Rhea Ripley? You're not down with Rhea Ripley like that? This is a safe spot, you're okay. No one will make fun of you, I promise. Because, to be honest with you, I'm not. No, fuck no, pretended. My wife will whoop my ass, dude. She threw me on the floor in a figure four, baby. She got me. Wah! Hit me with that bitchcraft or whatever the hell she uses. I don't know, man. What are you, crazy? Wrestle with my wife. First of all, we're old, man. We fucking up hips and shit.
The following contest is
Kuklinski. I really wish he could use that cowbell as a weapon, man. I wish y'all hadn't given me that idea, man.
225 pounds, Justin Rose.
Taking on Alexander K tonight. Of course, Alexander K, Royal Rumble winner. Grizz looking to pick up a victory here tonight to I think he got something on his mind there as the camera panned away. I mean, these guys are launching folding tables. I don't see why not.
And his opponent from
The masked man from Manchester,
at 203 pounds,
Alexander K. Two-time Royal Rumble winner. Only two-time Royal Rumble winner. Only back-to-back Royal Rumble winner. Dude, listen, one of the OTM was there, man. This is a real story. We were at an independent show. We were at an Imagine Wrestling show, at a small like a community center matches. You know what I mean? And there was a bunch of little kids. They're sitting behind us, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember if they were behind us or in front of us. I think they were behind us because it was more terrifying. And there was a strap match that night. And when the ring announcer came out, he warned the parents in the crowd, this next match is unsanctioned. It will involve extreme violence. Just letting that out there for those of you with small children. He no longer says that. Then this group behind us, and I'm talking, dude, these guys are from the ages of maybe like 6 or 7 to like maybe 10 or 11. And there's about, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 of these kids. This dude says there may be extreme violence, cautionary, yada yada, small children, blah blah blah. These little children of the corn behind us start chanting, "We want violence! We want violence!" We all try to move our chairs up a little bit, right? There's me, OTM, and Zach the Ripper. And Larry the Hippie, I think, was with us that night. Scoot. That match, you know, we're trying to keep an eye on these little gremlins behind us at this point, right? During the matchup, they take the buckle of the belt and go for the forehead of the opponent. And again, these children of the damned behind us. We want blood! We want blood! It was the greatest night of my life, also the most terrifying night of my life, man. I refuse to turn around to see these children. I'm sure black, all white, or glowing red would have been pinpoints for vision, and I wasn't trying to do that. Nope, I did not want to see these little bastards behind me, man. But that is that greatest night of my life because of it, but also, yeah. No, I wasn't trying to get their attention at all. I was not. It was like, it's like trying to get past a wild animal. They really weren't paying attention to me, though they were riled up. So if I could not draw attention to myself, I may have been able to sneak past them. And all I wanted was a Pepsi. There's one for you, corner. Just throwing that out there. Catch that reference. Clothesline by Alexander K. Grizz tries to fight back. Leg sweep. The ECW World Champion in trouble. Drills it. Nah, he caught it. Alexander K bringing the trash can in. He almost looked like he was trying to aim for Grizz on that one. Grizz opening the chest up to just let Alexander run right into him. Down and back. And a straight Superman jumping right hand. Well, it really wasn't a Superman punch, but more like a Superboy. That's not a very big dude in there. Torture rack. GTS. Is it enough? Grizz, shoulders are down. And that is all she wrote.
Here is your winner, Alexander K.
interesting enough. Alexander K. gets his opportunity next Wednesday for the world title in the Elimination Chamber. Women's action one more time here. Paige Ramirez, the sister to Piper, to take on Metal Melissa. And I'm going to bring this up because this has to be said about Melissa. This has to be said because we know she did not do so well throughout her career over in corner studies. But I need you to know that this girl, Metal Melissa, is 0-8 here in AoK. This woman has had 8 matches and has yet to win one of them. Chris Benoit's theme song. I haven't heard the theme song since all that went down, dude. I would have to stop and listen to it. I mean, it probably was. I mean, a lot of those theme songs back then were actually pretty solid, to be honest with you. I mean, I have there's a friends of ours, a local band called 3 Days Dirty, wrote a song called Stone Cold and used Stone Cold Steve Austin's a small riff of the Stone Cold Steve Austin theme song, and wrote an entire song around that piece, and expended it and made it their own. But still called it Stone Cold, and it was a solid tune. I mean, I personally at the time had actually one of my favorite things that I used to jam to the WWE theme songs, whatever number it was. It had the DX theme song, Xbox. I happened to be in a guitar store, or a music store, Guitar Center, and at the time I was, I'm not gonna lie, I grabbed it up. I had to grab the tablature book for that particular theme song CD of, it had the oddities on it, so it was like, Insane Clown Posse was on there. Yeah, just some crazy shit that I was like, you know what? Why not learn some wrestling theme songs? And still to this day, man, I'll jam. I will jam on the New Age Outlaws. We'll jam on that anytime you like. And Metal Melissa, hopefully this girl can pick up a victory. And now when I say this goes from 21 to 40 in the power rankings, this is 40. Or should be at the very least. I can't imagine that anybody would be. Well, it will be interesting to see the, we'll take a look at the entirety of the power rankings tonight. And instead of just the top 20, we'll take a look and see where this has adjusted everybody to. Melissa's starting out here pretty good. Paige, though, no joke, lands a jawbreaker. Rumor has it that she has actually been released of her contract from CSW. Any thoughts on that corner? Matter of fact, let's ask that correctly. We're gonna send out our investigative journalist, Biff Bufferson, to get the scoop on Metal Melissa and her tenure at CSW. Let's go over. This is Biff Bufferson, and we're here with Corner Studies. J. Rose, can you tell us what exactly is going on with Metal Melissa's contract in CSW? Face first. We're going to cut back and forth. Paige with a power bomb. Look, even the creator was like, nah, man, this is a pee break match. I mean, motherfucker out there, don't you get pre-rolls? You using pre-rolls, man? Word. Sometimes that happened. Paige diving over the barricade to avoid the trash can and staying one step ahead from Melissa. And man, the brutality of this. What are you doing, man? Yeah, what is that? September, baby. She was an obligatory contract to be coming along with Grizz. That's not true. Nah, I mean, she was one of the few wrestlers to be able to come into AoK and come in a big way. Usually they have to, you know, usually they come in, they do their thing, and life goes on for them. You know what I mean? Like, they get a natural progression. This woman came in against Alice Angel with a vengeance for whatever reason, but Alice Angel, time after time after time, almost her first victory, and she thought it too. Melissa absolutely frustrated after that. She thought that was going to be it. Paige with the abdominal stretch. Turns it around. A head scissors rocks it, but no. Ducks under and fires back again. Paige looking for the implant buster. Nice reversal there. Stomped on the toes. Melissa sidestepped again by Paige. And again, like I said earlier, man, with using the power rankings the way we did to set these matches, so many of these wrestlers' attributes are identical. These two, believe it or not, are both like, thought they were 86. They might have been like 96. I'm not real sure, straight off hand. But yeah, there were so many of them that were, even for being on the lower half, they were still up there in their attributes. And a fireball. Melissa with a fireball to the face on Paige Ramirez, and then blows her a kiss from inside the ring. Paige trying to get back into the ring. And Joe Brony stepped in the way, causing Paige to put the brakes on. And it may have just cost Melissa the match. Joe Brony may be the reason that Melissa doesn't get a victory tonight. Torture rack driver, and that may do it. And Melissa goes 0 for 9.
Here is your winner.
Man. I mean, if nothing else, she's got a story to tell. If nothing else, maybe she'll get us to root for her. She's got to get a win at some point. Yeah, I can't remember anybody that hasn't gone almost 10 matches without winning at least one of them. Main event, the AoK Hardcore Championship on the line. Chris Chaos getting his opportunity tonight for this. Whoop whoop. My bad. I'm playing with all the buttons over here.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the Hardcore Championship.
You heard the man, Wayne Kerr. This matchup, one fall, hardcore title on the line, Falls Count Anywhere. Chaos getting another opportunity to reign as the hardcore champion. Again, tune back in with us Sunday night as Jack Reason faces KX. A one-on-one matchup to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. One of those two men will get an opportunity for the World Heavyweight Championship. We will see that Sunday night. Elimination Chamber next Wednesday. I definitely say it, man. I'm really interested in seeing what the numbers look like on the power rankings here when we finish this up. Oh, Jesus. Chris Chaos, one of those wrestlers that took him quite a few chances to finally win the championships. Former Intercontinental Champion, former Hardcore Champion. And your Hardcore Champion, Vulgar the Clown. Leader of Project Clown. Yeah, we heard you like some chaos with your chaos, so we should put some chaos in your chaos. We bought it at a kiosk. American language is weird. Ah, shit. Hey, man. Where'd tonight's show list go? I lost my notes for tonight's show. What the hell did I do with them? How the hell? What the hell, Johnny? There it is. Good God. Hardcore title on the line. That's such a good looking belt. Hardcore title on the line here tonight.
160 pounds. The Terror, Chris Chaotic.
The challenger, man. Chris, ready to get it done.
Weighing in at 245 pounds, the Hardcore Champion, the
Battle of the face paints. This might be... Again, random drawing for the hardcore challengers. And Chaos coming out quick with a clothesline. Taking it outside. This is not where Vulgar wants to be this soon. I don't believe. The hardcore champion, though, this man just Sunday night defeated 7 other wrestlers to retain his hardcore title. Vulgar is the real deal when it comes to the hardcore champion. We're going to turn it up. Kendo stick in hand. And shatters it over the skull of Chris Chaos. A couple of big open hand slaps towards the end there. To the shoulders, fireman's carry, but Chaos pulling himself free. Swing and a miss. And Vulgar with the last laugh. Chaos knocking it loose. Fighting along the ringside area, this barricade. There to protect the fans. Impaler DDT. And Chaos. I'm not sure he knows where he's at the moment. Holding on to that dropping arm drag, or dropping arm bar. Transitioning to the Fujiwara arm bar. Vulgar showing it. We move further along ringside. Another DDT floats over, but Vulgar gets caught. And Creepy Chris in trouble one more time. As the hardcore champion delivers another shot to the skull, another pinfall attempt, and another kick out. Chaos indeed in chaos. Vulgar. This time I mean it, last laugh. Second to last laugh. Chaos able to break free again, gets reversed and into the barricade. Vulgar with a thumb to the eye. And again locks it in. Chaos looking to lose control of his left arm here tonight. Vulgar apparently needing to get his steps in here. All the way around for that headshot. Down for the knee 2 times. Vulgar one more time. I'm not even going to call it what it is. Are we going to see a tap on this one? We damn sure did, and Vulgar the Clown holding on to the hardcore title.
Here is your winner, and still hardcore champion, the Clown.
The easiest title to win, the hardest one to hold on to in Chaos. Lives to defend it another day. Or I'm sorry, Vulgar lives to defend it another day. That's what I get for reading the last thing in chat while I'm trying to talk. That's what you get, Johnny. Let's check the news first. Everybody alright? Week 3. Coleman suffering an injury. Wasn't all Maston. So Maston wasn't all an ass whooping on Coleman's end. Both of them, they beat the hell out of each other apparently. To keep an eye on that moving forward, let's jump to the next show. Look at this, it'll be in the same week. That's how close we are. Will you quit putting prestige on this goddamn thing? Anything change? Week 4. Zack the Ripper cleared to compete. Podwaho cleared to compete. Good, glad to hear it. That's why we gave these guys a day off. And why is he on my show? Who else you got stashed in here? Malice versus El Monstro del Lago. We'll talk about that. Harmon and Malibu. Maybe. Coleman and Alexander K. Possibly. Zoe Yuri and Metal Militia. I mean, no, we'll see. We'll talk. Superstar Gauntlet match. That sounds like a #1 contendership for the women's heavyweight title right there. Logan Hawk and Jack Reason. That match isn't going to happen. Logan Hawk will not have that match. Jack Reason will face off against KX. But Logan Hawk will not be involved in that match. Same here between KX and Chris Chaos. Grizz Kuklinski against Ken Bouchard. We'll talk. I gotta look into something. Johnny Cruz and RWP. The Cruz Missile. And we're going to talk about some of those. Cards subject to change. El Monstro del Lago. Still at the top. Jack Reason still at #2. Vulgar the Clown at #3. Kenny Dale moving to 4. Malice at #5. KX top 6. The Almighty at top 7. Podwaho, the Intercontinental Champion, riding #8. Empress Sparrow, the World Champion, at #9. Top 10 finished out with Malibu. Zoe Yuri, #11. RWP at #12. Pedro Ramirez at #13. Alexia at 14. IKB, the World Champ, 3/4 of the way into the power rankings. Josh Blackwell, 1/2 of the World Tag Team Champions at 16. Marvelous in the top 17. Alexander K at #18. Johnny Cruz at 19. And Nick Blackwell at 20. So we did have a little bit of a shift. We did have a bit of a shift throughout there. Not sure why Coleman's so far down in the list. But yeah, top 40 ends with Cletus and Omer, and I'm going to assume that had to be a rivalry thing somewhere along the way. But that is about all the time we have tonight for AoK Championship Wrestling. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for popping in here. Sunday night, more AoK action. If you can't wait till Sunday, which I know that you can't, let's jump tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Thursday Night Thunder, not going to be there. In its place, the Tag Team Tournament. The Road Warrior Tag Team Tournament to crown new WCW Tag Team Champions. I am Pootie227. Jump over there tomorrow night. Do not miss that tournament. Saturday night, CSW. Hit me with a bell time, my brother. And how far up do I got to go to find out what that was called? I'm not even gonna lie. I was hoping to find it before I could get. I'm gonna hand it over to the booker. Lay it on us, corner. Lay it on us, corner. What's our Saturday night show? Loudies Wrestling, Wowdies, Corner Studies Wrestling, 9 p.m. The man's in chat 10 to 15 minutes beforehand. Get over there, get your seats. Thursday night, tag team action. Saturday night, Corner Studies, Loud East Wrestling, Wild East. Paying homage to some of the best independent wrestlers in pixelated form over at CSW. Check that out, Corner Studies Wrestling on Saturday night. I will be back with you guys on Sunday night. Until then, man, take care of one another, take care of yourselves, and as always, don't forget to wash behind your ears. Peace.